Welcome to part 2 of this recording. You can be able to get hold of part 1 by checking the link in the description area of this video on YouTube. You'll be able to get it so that you get up to speed with what we've been discussing. Okay? Now I can authoritatively tell you today that the reason why we have such prominent figures crossing from NASA to Jubilee has less to do with money and more to do with something called blackmail. Now everybody has got skeletons in their closet, yeah? Politicians have got even bigger skeletons in their closet, yeah? Virtually every politician has those things, yeah? So it's very simple. You just find the skeleton in the closet, and you confront them with it and you tell them you either do what I want or disaster, okay? This could be maybe a crime committed that is jailable, or it could just be something crazy. Mostly it's something crazy, yeah, which these people have done. All right, so that's what's happened. So somebody is left with absolutely no option but to play ball. Now there are recently alarming rumors that one of the major principals of NASA had crossed over to Jubilee, or had intentions of crossing over to Jubilee. Of course, NASA have recently recanted this. They have recently confirmed that no, there's no such thing. That NASA principles are intact, okay, and that no, it is not true. Musalia has not crossed over to Jubilee. Now I can hear you asking the question, Chris, what's your opinion? Do you think that NASA principals are safe? Do you think they were guaranteed that none of them will cross over to Jubilee? My answer to that question is with another question. Are they humans? If the answer to that question is yes, then anything can happen. Folks, my fellow Kenyans, hapo ndo tumefika. That is where we are. Anything can happen. Absolutely any defection can take place now as we speak, or even in the next few days, yeah? Very, very shocking defections can take place. In fact, the only person I can guarantee that will not defect is Raila Amolo Odinga. Yeah, I'm afraid that's how serious it is, okay? But let me tell you something else I'm sure you do not know, okay? It does not matter who defects. It will not change anything, okay? The only thing that can change things right now is if the purchasing of IDs continues en masse unchecked. That can change things, okay? However, the defection of, it doesn't matter who, whether it's Mudavadi or whether it's Weta, whether it's Kalonzo, those defections at this point in time do not matter, okay? Why do I say that? I'm on the ground and I can tell you very authoritatively, the reason is very simple. Kenyans are fed up. Kenyans will not blindly follow a defector. They're just fed up and they want change. Yes, and you cannot remove them from there. Even if you get the whole NASA principles bar Raila defecting, it will not help, it will not work. Now I can hear some of my detractors saying, oh, that's the usual Chris propaganda, not true, not true. Hold your horses. Let me give you an example, yeah, of a recent incident that if you look at it more closely, will tell you in clear black and white what is happening on the ground, what Kenyans are feeling, okay? Now, the Kamba community are very peaceful people. Trust me, I understand the Kamba very, very, very well, okay? And I understand the Mwingi area very well, okay? Kambas are generally very poverty-stricken. That is true, okay? Kambas are desperate. That is true. You can give them money and get them to do things, okay? That is very true, right? But generally, they're very, very peaceful people. So what happens? You have all seen the reports in the media that a convoy, a Uhuruto convoy, yeah, which had gone into the Mwingi area to campaign, was attacked by rowdy youths. Hey, hold on a minute. This was Mwingi, not Kisumu or Nairobi. Yeah? Now, if you can get a convoy of Jubilee attacked by people in Kambaland, Mkambas, yeah, they actually turn violent, then that means they are fed up. Wamefika mwisho hao. Okay? So it doesn't matter. Get Kalonzo to cross over, get all their leaders to cross over. It does not matter. They are going to vote exactly the way they want to vote. They're going to vote for change. And you can take that to the bank. I told you the other day, Yeah, my advice to Jubilee. When time for change has come, it has come. You cannot stop it. You can buy all the leaders you want to buy. You can jail all the social media critics you want to jail. You can kill as many people as you want, but it will not change a thing. If anything, it will do the absolute opposite. It will bring change faster. Yeah? The more you try to resist, the faster the change comes. I'll give you the perfect analogy of this just to emphasize my point. Some Kenyans who are not very used to going out of the city, and they're not very used to mashambani, yeah, once in a while can go to a mashambani area, then it has rained, the car gets stuck in the mud. Okay? Now, the last thing you want to do when your car gets stuck in the mud, actually, let me just give you a quick tip. If your car gets stuck in the mud, the first thing you need to do is to analyze your situation carefully and make sure you get it right. Yeah? Now, chances are that you'll not be able to get out of the vehicle, but if you can, make every effort to get out and find out exactly how you're stuck. That is extremely important. But even if you cannot come out of your vehicle, make sure you make the right call and know exactly how you're stuck. Because the last thing you want to do is to start accelerating. You know, the more you accelerate to get out of the mud, the deeper the car sinks in. The more you accelerate to like a top speed, the more the wheel sinks deeper and deeper and deeper into the mud. And that is exactly our situation in Kenya today. Okay? Jubilee are accelerating to get out of the mud, but actually what's happening, the wheel is sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into the mud. Now, I cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow or next week or next month. Yeah? But one thing I can tell you for sure is that the majority of Kenyans are going to have their way. That one I can tell you for sure. Because as I told you the other day, we have reached the season whereby you only do things which can stand the test of time. Okay? If you're doing anything which cannot stand the test of time, a shortcut, get quick money into your account so that you can do 1, 2, 3. My friend, be very careful. Because what you're doing will not stand the test of time. Let me give you another example. It is increasingly becoming clear that the 2013 Supreme Court judgment on the presidential petition filed by one Raila Odinga will not stand the test of time. Okay, now 2013 was a long time ago. Yeah, that was over 4 years ago. Okay, when that judgment was passed, and people forgot about it, and everybody breathed a sigh of relief, and everybody said, we have done it, success, success. Yeah, and everybody relaxed. Or it will not stand the test of time. That is very clear. If you're a keen observer with what's happening, and after this 2017 judgment of the Supreme Court, clearly that particular judgment will never stand the test of time. And the people who are behind that judgment will need to explain one day. Okay? So my advice to you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whichever side of the political divide you're in, do something that will stand the test of time. Anything. Before you do something, just ask yourself, will this thing stand the test of time? If your answer is, I'm not sure, don't do it. Now, in closing, let me just quickly mention, you might want to consider joining Club 1999, because even as the events unfold very rapidly right now, there's some very sensitive things which I cannot put out in my YouTube channel here, and which I'm only including available to Club 1999 members. For instance, a bit more information on the suspected killer of Chris Kumekucha. Okay, you saw that video which I just made a few hours ago on Esther Passaris, how she was attacked, yeah, by this man. Yes, more information on that is in my Club 1999. Okay, so make sure you catch that. It's very easy. At the end of this video, you'll see a red arrow pointing towards a video where I talk about Club 1999. I also talk quite a lot about myself. Yeah, go watch that video. Below that video is all the information you need on how you can join Club 1999 right away. Okay, let's keep on praying for our dear country. Let's remain sober. Let's not do anything that cannot stand the test of time. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.